let's talk about the obstetrics section of ICD-10 PCS. In this section, you're going to identify the character meanings of the obstetrics section. You'll also learn about the root operations used in the obstetrics section, as well as the body part values, the approach, device, and qualifiers used in the obstetrics section. You will also be able to code procedures in the ICD-10 PCS obstetrics section. The second section found in ICD-10 PCS is obstetrics. Obstetrics is the specialty that treats women during pregnancy, childbirth, and the period immediately after childbirth. The character value for the obstetrics section is 1. In the obstetrics section of ICD-10 PCS, the codes are used to build procedures performed on the products of conception. The term products of conception is defined as all the physical components of a pregnancy and includes the fetus, embryo, amnion, umbilical cord, and the placenta. Of note, the codes ICD-10 PCS do not differentiate the gestational age of the products of conception. This is defined in the selection of an ICD-10 CM diagnostic code. The second character value in the obstetrics section represents the body system. This value is always 0, as it indicates pregnancy. Character 3 in the obstetrics section of ICD-10 PCS represents the root operations, and there are 12 root operations used for the obstetrics section. There is change, drainage, extraction, insertion, inspection, as well as removal, repair, reposition, resection, transplantation, abortion, and delivery. And it is very important that a coder understands the definition of all of these root operations. Now, it should be noted that cesarean section is not a separate root operation in ICD-10 PCS. When a cesarean section occurs, the root operation is extraction, because the objective of the procedure is pulling out all or a portion of a body part. Let's talk about amniocentesis. Amniocentesis is a procedure in which a needle is inserted into the amniotic sac to withdraw fluid for examination. In ICD-10 PCS, an amniocentesis is considered a type of drainage. So for amniocentesis, table 109 would be used. 1 for obstetrics, 0 for pregnancy, and 9 represents drainage. Again, just to reiterate, do not look for a separate root operation for a cesarean section. Remember, the definition of a cesarean section in ICD-10 PCS is extraction. And an extraction is defined as pulling out all or a portion of a body part. The fourth character in the obstetrics section of ICD-10 PCS represents the body part. And there are 3 values for the fourth character. Value 0 is products of conception. Value 1 is products of conception retained, and value 2 is products of conception ectopic. Approach is the fifth character in the obstetrics section, and you will notice that the 6 approaches used in the obstetrics section are the 6 approaches used in the medical and surgical section. However, just to note that if an abortion procedure uses a laminaria or an abortive fashion, the approach is via natural or artificial opening. Character 7 in the obstetrics section is for the qualifier. There are many qualifiers used in the obstetrics section. For example, if you look at table 109, the qualifiers that could be used here are 9 for fetal blood, A for fetal cerebrospinal fluid, B for fetal fluid other, C for amniotic fluid therapeutic, D fluid other, or U amniotic fluid diagnostic. The qualifiers are used to identify the specific aspect of a root operation. For example, for an extraction involving the use of forceps, one of the following qualifier values would be used. Low forceps with a value of 3, mid forceps with a value of 4, or high forceps which have a value of 5. Not all of the 7 character values are used for each root operation. Coders must reference the obstetric tables to determine the 7 character values that are applicable to each root operation. So let's review. The first character value for obstetrics is always 1. The second character value for obstetrics is always 0 for pregnancy. The third character value has 12 possible values. The fourth character value has 3 possible values, 0, 1, or 2, and this identifies information about the product of conception. So remember, the fifth character value has 6 possible values, indicating the approach. For the 6th character value, there are 3 possible values indicating devices used. And for the 7th character value, there are a number of values used that vary according to the table being used for the code selection. Please remember, amniocentesis is a type of drainage. Remember, you need to read the coding guidelines. In the obstetrics section, coding guidelines address the following: products of conception and procedures following delivery or abortion. Okay, let's code the following procedure: percutaneous fetal spinal tap. So, the correct answer would be 10903ZA. 1. Obstetrics. 0. Pregnancy. 9. Drainage. 0. Products of conception. 3. Percutaneous. Z. No device. A. Fetal cerebral fluid. Hope you are all able to code that correctly.